The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Terry, and he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. It's Terry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Throw left side complete. That's Gallagher. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
The Steelers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Powering his way forward.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him at the 12. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Travis Etienne
from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, sack, Viking 18.
In motion right is Wilson.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Breaks a tackle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A first throw for the backup Burrow. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
He'll look to throw. Got a man here, it's Wilson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, set.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Jamar Chase.
And all all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Looking left side, and it's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
60 Eagles,
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Armstrong. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility.
And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
11 MT, take.
Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
11 MT, 12.
Now Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Burrow on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
ETN.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them. If you're
touchdown, Bengals!
T.J. Hockenson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. A short one there to Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
3 quarters in the books. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Still going inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Ritter. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant.
Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
And now they'll shift things around.
Now it's Burrow. This is going to be intercepted.
He may go.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Sly on for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Pass caught left side by Humphries. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until the receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now it's Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
11.
Burrow will throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Wiggles free. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Burrow looking to pass.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Burrow.
He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
To throw, Burrow.
It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And